One thing has been gnawing at my mind daily since the beach arc of Fruits Basket Season 2. And that question is, who is Ren? Ever since her name drop during the beach arc, we've seen a mysterious character pop in and out of a few singular episodes. One can only assume that this character has to be Ren, right? Not only that, but there are so many other conclusions you could pull from just these few singular episodes as well. While I did have some theories here and there about who this character was or their background, I didn't really have any credible evidence. That was until episode 18. This episode actually helped build a very credible theory on who this character is and their background. So I can say with 100% absolute concrete confidence that this mysterious character is not only Ren Sohma, but also has close ties to Akito in almost a family-like manner. Oh, by the way, this is an anime OnlyFans assumption whose Iron Will has helped him not just Google who Ren is. So please don't spoil the fun. I hope you're looking forward to this theory on this mysterious woman, and if you want to see more Fruits Basket content, consider being a basket case by subscribing. But with that little spiel out of the way, let's finally begin to answer this question. Who is Ren? Ren was first mentioned by Shigure during his conversation with Hattori during the beach arc of Season 2. After this name drop, a mysterious character has appeared on and off during the show in the foreground of many episodes. But this is only when characters are at or visiting the Sohma estate. With the very few subtle little details dropped in these past few episodes, I can actually prove that this character is in fact Ren Sohma. And the character that helps prove this theory is none other than the farce of a god himself, Akito Sohma. During the beach arc, Akito reacted like this when hearing the name Ren. Akito normally is a cocky, arrogant person that thinks he is above everyone because he is the god of the Zodiacs. He isn't afraid to taunt, yell, or even assault any member of the Zodiac because he thinks he has that much control over everyone else. The only time Akito reacts in anger is when he believes one of his possessions, aka the Zodiac members, will be taken from him. It's odd to think that this one character is able to push Akito to such a state after just being mentioned. We can reasonably pull away from that scene that Akito despises and hates this Ren character. But you might be asking how Akito actually helped prove that this mysterious character is who I say she is. And you see, my dear viewer, that very hatred for Ren is what helps prove to me that she is who I say she is. What really helped hammer it in that this is Ren for me was during Akito's assault on Ren Sohma. Just a quick interruption from the theory, but I hate Akito for what he did to Ren. That scene honestly scarred me, and irredeemable for all I care. During this scene, Akito says something quite odd that I didn't expect to hear. That long black hair you drag around is repulsive. You might be thinking Akito is just attacking her character because he's scum, and you're probably right. But I couldn't shake that this was deeper than that. I mean, there are tons of people with black hair in the show, but there is only one mysterious character that has long black hair. During that same episode, in Ren's flashback, we see another character that isn't her parents. And wouldn't you know it, she has long black hair. So while this could be Akito just assaulting her character, I actually believe that he made this comment because he hates that long black hair that reminds him of Ren. To just really affirm that that character in Ren's flashback and the one that Toru ran into at the Sohma estate is the same person, here's a quick side by side. That same purple robe is what sold it to me that these two are one and the same. But we're not even done, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that episode 18 can give us a feasible theory that Ren Sohma is not only related to Akito, but might have been the one to raise him. We know that Akito despises Ren, but why would he act like that to this person? Unless he had a connection to Ren before that we weren't shown. This might be a bold claim to make, but I believe that Ren is a very close member of Akito's real family, like a mother or a caregiver. I know this might sound crazy, but hear me out. The story of Fruits Basket is meticulous, not a single detail is overlooked, and people are the way they are for a reason. Akito wasn't born this evil being that lives to terrorize the Zodiac. He isn't evil for the sake of being evil. No, I believe he must have been raised and abused to become this twisted god. That is why Akito isn't afraid to mentally or physically abuse any of the other Zodiacs, because he was raised the same and has grown a twisted sense of normality. During episode 18, we see in Ren's flashback Ren and her having just a little conversation.
幸せなお家ね、いすずちゃん。お父さんもお母さんもいすずちゃんを愛してる。
私もパパとママ大好き。
This made her question her own family that led to the downfall of it all. It was subtle and quick, but the chain of events can only remind me of our farce god Akito. The way Ren was able to plant ideas in the mind of others that will lead to nothing but destruction. It reminded me of times like when Akito planted the idea in Kyo's mind that he is nothing but a monster, that he doesn't deserve to be loved but locked away instead. It's the same toxic behavior that links the two. But there's even a bit more. During episode 16, we get a tiny gesture from Ren. Doesn't that little hand gesture remind you of Akito? The way Ren reaches out to Kureno in a seemingly loving way, but instead it feels more like a person reaching for a possession. These similar mannerisms have to be something that has been passed down to Akito from Ren Sohma. He must have grown up and copied these behaviors. That is why I can confidently conclude that Ren was either Akito's mother or caretaker. She tortured and abused Akito to the point where it mentally scarred him. That is the reason he is the way he is. He is projecting this abuse and torture that Ren did to him to the Zodiac members. We haven't seen much of Ren, or even heard much from her in fact, but through Akito we're able to learn a lot about her character and even her backstory. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more from Ren or whoever this mysterious character is to see if I was even close or if I was off by a very large margin. But anyways, hey, I hope you really enjoyed this video on Who is Ren. And if you enjoy Fruits Basket content like live reactions, episode previews, and episode analysis, then I highly recommend you subscribe down below because I do these every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But anyways, that's going to be it for me today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I would love if you told me down below, because I would love to see what you thought about this little theory. And please remember, no spoilers. I would like to stay as spoiler-free as possible. But with that out of the way, BriThi, your local anime YouTuber, signing off for now. I'll catch you basket cases in the next one. Goodbye!